Everybody, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going this morning? Dun, 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 dun. Looks like we got Goose in the house. Wade, Jason, Rex, Paul, and Co. Don't recognize that name, but welcome to the stream. Ryan, Eric, Rosalind, Larry, Andres, Dylan. Don't recognize your name, but welcome. Francois, David, Stephen, Don, Bob, Rob, Arturo, Carmen. Good morning, everybody. Pat, Diane, Don, 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 don. Dan, Ted, Craig. Don't recognize Craig Savage, but welcome to the stream and welcome everybody. If you want to chat with me, like all the people saying, hey, good morning, all the things, all you got to do, click the button right over here on the Monster Can, the little logo, be a subscriber on the channel. A few seconds later, while I'm live, you can chat with me on the live stream. That's the only requirement is be a subscriber on the channel. We had some bots come on and post some links for less than, I guess, savory content. Anyway, I feel like you made it when you get bots, right? Bots that come in and post stuff. Anyway, so there you go. That's how you chat on the live stream. Good morning, everybody. Let's see, we got Brian. Golly, chat's going now. Rick, Swee, Goose, the Hangovers, Alan, Al. I love how everybody like with similar names pops on together. Let's see, we got Rob, Craig, Kimberly Moore, Helen, Wardog, Gaston, Valerie, Gustavo, my man. Good to see you as always, Ryan, and welcome everybody. So, how's it going? Anybody surprised by the FOMC holding steady? I mean, the rhetoric is they're going to cut in September, and Jerome Powell during his speech was trying to explain why that would not be political. I mean, I'm with Trump, just hold off until after the election. If you're going to do a cut, it's not like you need to do it in September. You could hold off until November and just like, then the results. So, September's the next rate cut and, or the rate announcement, I should say, not the rate cut, but the rate announcement is September. And then November, like right after the election, is the next one. So it's actually the Wednesday after the election, oddly enough. So there we go. That'll be the next two right there. And popping it over, look at the calendar. We've got welcome to August. Holy guacamole. It is now August right here. We have some ISM manufacturing PMI coming out at 10 o'clock after the market opens right there. Not really much in the pre-market. We got the unemployment claims, but then tomorrow, Friday, we get average hourly earnings, non-farm, all these unemployment numbers right there. Cha-ching, right there. And then we're into the first full week of August next week. Wow, time flies. Time flies. I don't even know. So next week we have not really much on. We get some ISM services on Monday. We get nothing on Tuesday. We get nothing on Wednesday. We get nothing on Thursday, just the regular unemployment we always get. And Friday, nothing. So a nothing week next week. Basically, nothing of consequence economic news wise. Hey, Rungamers here, and that's kind of what we got. Not a lot, if you will. So there's no FOMC meetings in August. The next one out in September. Dun, 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 dun. I think somewhere September. And then we don't have one in October. Then we have one November right after the election right here on the 6th. It's not even on the calendar yet. It's funny. But if you go look at the FOMC, you go type in the FOMC thing, whatever. It's like FOMC calendar 2024. You go to the Board of Reserve right here, and they give you all the dates. It's not like they just make this stuff up right here. So there's the next ones coming up, 16 or 17, 18 right there in September and November, and then one in December right before Christmas. That'll wrap it up this year. Dun, 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 dun. And they don't have the 25 calendar out yet, but it'll be coming up. It'll be coming up. And they publish all these dates way ahead, for the whole year. So it's not like they just make this stuff up here. Now, that would be in place right after the election. Maybe they did that strategically to try to seem like they're not political. I don't know. You got me. But doing a rate cut here, I don't know how you could not think it was political. But I mean, that's like right in front of the election. I don't know. You got me. You got me. Right when it's all heating up. So there you go. If you didn't know this page existed, well, here you go. This is the federalreserve.gov right here, the monetary policy page with calendar. All sorts of good stuff here. Do I use it? Not usually. Just for the calendar, mostly. So I go to this site most of the time right here and just look at what's coming up for the week or so. Just to, this is mostly just so I'm aware of volatility events. All right. These are volatility events. They're not necessarily set in the direction of the market. That's a lot of people think there's reasons for the market moving in all the directions, and I hate to break it to you, most of the time there's no reason for anything. Just the price action. There's more. If it goes up, there's more buyers than sellers. If it goes down, there's more sellers than buyers. Why? You tell me. I mean, we're people. We make irrational decisions all the time, especially as a group. Herd mentality. I mean, literally, somebody can yell fire, there can be not a fire, and everybody like goes stampeding out, trample each other, and so all it takes is one person kind of saying fire in the background, and there's everybody goes stampeding for the exits, founded or unfounded. You can lose a bunch of money when people exit their position like that. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss, if you didn't know. And past performance, not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation intended to be informational, educational, fun, and entertaining. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instruments. No stocks, options, bonds, forex, futures, cryptos, treasuries. Don't long them, don't short them, don't trade them. If you desire personal financial advice, hire and consult a financial advisor. It's not what I do. And make sure you trust the person right here. Make sure you trust me before you buy anything from me. All right? You got to trust that person right there. Most people out there are just trying to make some of your money into some of their money. I mean, think about it. You hire a guy to come do a roof. Hire a plumber. Come do whatever. I mean, most of them have a service fee these days just to show up. You're going to pay them. I mean, just trying to make some of your money into some of their money. That's the goal. I mean, hey, if none of us had any problems, nobody'd have a job, right? I mean, that's what my dad says. So, welcome to the show. All right, looking at this today. Apple coming up with earnings today. And if I'm being real honest about it, looks like we're heading down. It does. Now, we could definitely pop. I mean, that's not out of the question. But if I was going to play it, I might expect a drop, but it could be a dud too. It could just be nothing burger, and we just sit here. So, not playing that one. Amazon also reporting earnings after the close, and that one looks like it could be a bounce. Right there, we got pretty darn close. Now, we could do the Microsoft thing and poke on down, and then try to bounce. Microsoft yesterday. And it couldn't. Came down, hit the roadmap line in full. We break back above that. Going on up. Now, Meta, last night, should have played it. I called it was going to bounce. But here's your move. You got a daily close here, above here. Could see a rally up here. I guarantee you, if I had gone long, this would be down here today. Just because me and Meta, I've never made a trade on Meta where I made money. That's just the way it works. It's it's kind of like the And Meta's like the hot stove, you know. I keep touching it and it keeps burning me. I've learned to just not touch the hot stove. And it's exactly like all the memes, you know. The stock you just bought, it's like crashing through the floor, and the stock you just sold is like rocket ship. That's exactly what Meta does with me every single time. And my little, you know, $1,000 or $500 or whatever it is, you know, I play on it, insignificant to the market and the market cap of Meta, but you know, that's the way it works, you know. It, you know, look at that. I mean, $1.2 trillion. You think my little $100 play matters? No, but it sure seems like every time I take a play, it does the exact opposite. So I digress. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you could say, but is a bad earnings report for Apple bad for the stock? You tell me. Like that's the whole thing. Like, so if I do the opposite, of what I think, I still lose money. Like I guarantee you, like there's nothing I can do, no play I can make on Meta that will ever make me money. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I could probably I could sell a put for like 5 cents, way out of the money. It'd probably still go in the money on Meta. That'd be how my luck would go. Anyway, so there you go. Apple chart pattern says probably going to retrace. Amazon says we might bounce. Meta already did the bounce. Potentially going to go up to the target, 558. There you go. Look at the S&P. We came up to the danger zone yesterday. Right to it. It was very scary. Look at that. I warned. Now, pulling back, holding, busting up through. If we can get through this zone right here around 55.60, probably going to head right up here. If not, on up higher to 5,800, maybe 5,850, right up here. And a strong resistance right up here around 5,850. Very strong. And some other analysts I follow agree. Very strong resistance at 5,850 up there. And there's the market open. Heard the bell. And highly cautious on this area right there. And there's the day trade. Dun, 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 ooh, new entry on TXN. Tesla day trade. Amazon day trade. See what that one is. If you stick around to the end, I have a new daily setup. All set up and ready to go. Ew, I don't really like that one. It's going to be that high, that low, probably. Nope, not that high, not that low. I don't like that choppy. I wouldn't take that one. That's just too nasty right there. Those candles, look at those big. Those candles don't make a lot of sense to me right now. The back here was fun, but right here, these gap up and down, like that just, I don't like that price action. And it's sitting right on the roadmap line. It's not like it's been trending here. I don't know. I don't like that one. You can take it if you want to. CVNA, that's a target. Channel. Boom, right up to it. That one reported earnings. Said they made a little money, possibly, maybe. Pulling a rabbit out of their hat. Anyway, back to the S5FI. Switch back to the daily. Coming back up. Can we break out this time? Or are we going to find resistance and go down again? S5TH. Still sitting at the danger zone. S5TW. Look at that. Interesting. 20 stocks above their 20-day. Yesterday with the big pop, didn't move. So the stocks that are above their 20-day are the ones that were moving up. The stocks that were below their 20-day were the ones moving down yesterday. That's what that tells you. Like there wasn't more broad participation. 67% of the S&P 500 stocks are above their 20A, and those are the ones that were moving up. It wasn't changing the balance yesterday in any big way, and it's kind of interesting. Yesterday we saw that pop, but then the ones that started being above their 50-day gave it up by the end of the day. Same with the stocks above their 200-day. Seeing the weak ones stay weak. We're not seeing, I mean, there could be some rotation, but we're seeing the weak ones stay weak. We're not seeing everybody, the boat is, the ocean's not floating all the boats, if you will. So what is the roadmap line? Robalt line. It's roadmap line, Oliver. This orange line. So you can, $5, there's a link in the description, give you a masterclass, all the stuff. Or after we're done here, if you're a DIYer type person, you want to go to my channel homepage, there's a video there. It says my favorite indicator. And that's it right there. My favorite indicator. This orange roadmap line right there. And it's ROADMAP, roadmap. Because it gives you kind of a roadmap for when the market might bounce. So ES is the roadmap. Well, for $5, you get it. You get the indicator forever for $5. For $5, you also get 3 months of watch list items for like every week, and then for $20 upgrade, you get 12 more months. So for $25, you get 15 months. I mean, that's pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. And ES came up right to the resistance. Red doji, opening the day. Very cautious. Very cautious here. Look at that. It works on all time frames, all right? That's it. It's not the same on every chart. It's time frame based. And you can see it came up, hit the resistance, and turned down. Then we came up, busted through. No resistance there. Went cruising on up. Now we're probably going to come back and test it. And if we don't hold it, well, that was close enough to take us down. I would be very careful right now. This is not an opportunity to get long right here. Up here, sure. Right here, no. Hold here and start bouncing, maybe. I'd really want to break above this and this resistance right here. We could do a fake out pretty easily like this. I mean, that's right now we kind of, on ES in particular, this was the lowest low right here. Let me grab my red pen. This was the lowest low. And right now we retested the resistance. Did that one nice quick move. Now we could come back down here and come up here, make a little higher high, and then go down in a blaze of glory. Just like I was talking about yesterday, this big blue arrow going down is still in play. We have not negated the potential bearish setup here. Be careful. Now S&P, there's a key difference here. A very key difference. Now look at this. We did a 3-wave move here, higher lows, and then popped up. It's like 1, 2, 3. That's a 3-wave move right into that resistance. That's not good for getting continuation higher. We have this resistance here built up right in there. We've got the 618 of the whole drop. This is a serious resistance zone, and if we don't get through it, this may result in this move right down here. It's a big concern I have right now. Even with it seemed like everything was really rallying strong, hunky-dory yesterday. Now I've got a lot of concerns because we didn't get through the resistance. We did not get through that zone. I sat here and drew it on the chart. We came up right to it, just kind of scraping the bottom of it, and we could not bust through. We've tried once, twice, 3 times, 4 times now. Usually that results in a bigger, deeper retrace, if not a move to a lower low. Now, at this point, clear these off because we didn't do that bounce right there yet. It may happen today. So this low right here was the low. This high right here is the high at this point. The support zone we have first, the roadmap line on the 30-minute. Why 30-minute? Because, well, let me grab this and kind of show you right there. Somewhere, usually we top in, usually an Elliott wave pattern lasts about 100 candles. And then if this is going to be like a wave 2, we'll bounce at the roadmap line. So that's a little shy of 100 candles. But I think if we go down to a 15-minute, we're going to be way over. And there's no clear wave 2 in here. There's just one big move up with very little inside action there. This could come down as a 1, 2, 3. Could. Gosh, this is really nerve-wracking at this juncture, if you will. Very, very unclear. It's very muddy. If we bottom in this vicinity right here, maybe down to 55.30, and then break above this high, that could be setting us up for going higher. 3-wave retrace, move back higher. That could set us up for going higher, but very unclear at the moment on S&P 500. This is ES futures right here. NQ, this is NASDAQ futures. Still unclear. One big move up, no real retraces anywhere in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an overlappy, sloppy move down overnight. Not really even getting close to the resistance up here. This one could do. Now this one could clarify it. Like if we come back down here, hold here, and then break up through that resistance right there, that could be setting us up. This could be a wave 1 up. This could do a 3-wave retrace down in here, possibly over the next couple of days, and then we break back up through here, wave 3. That could be really strong. We're just not doing it yet. Not doing it yet. Russell, this was very, very kind of scary off the high yesterday. Off the high yesterday, we did. It was a 5-wave down into the lower here, and it was hard to see it on anything but I think the 1 minute. Let's see. Right there. This had me very concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Then we kind of consolidated, retraced overnight a little bit. Then we pushed lower lows. And then we went on down. So it's like 1, 2. Then we did another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. That's 2 5 downs, doing a deeper retrace. This could roll pretty violently. That's caution. We tagged that target right there yesterday. I said we might go up there, tag that 2300. We tagged it, getting rejected back down. That could be it for Russell. That could be the high that stands for a while. A much lower high than what we had back here. But that might be it for Russell. It's kind of creepy how that worked right there. Tagged it, rejected. I don't know what to say right there, except watch out for the downside. Watch out for the downside. Oil could not beat the daily roadmap line yet. Rallied strong. Opening a little higher today. Still in that consolidation that we've had for the last 2 weeks. Still under the daily roadmap line. No clear path so far. Now we can glance off of this and go lower very easily. That low just imagine it hits the roadmap line, put us down to 73 area pretty quickly, possibly extend down to 70, 170, 69, somewhere in this zone. Nothing clear on oil at the moment. Gold getting a nice pop. Look at that baby go. Breaking out. Cruising to the target. Target up here, 25.50. Go, baby, go. Bitcoin doing more retracing. Kind of expected that after the 5 up. And this could come all the way back down. Kind of expected that. We could come back down, retest this. And right here. Load. Kind of drew it a few days ago. We may retest that down in there at the roadmap line. I was hopeful we got done, but it's kind of shallow. May push just a little deeper. If we could hit that 62,000 area right there, that'd be pretty strong for getting a next move up. And that next move up can be pretty nice. Pretty nice. How nice? Well, just draw it real quick. That low, that high, that move down there. We could be looking at, if it's going to be bullish, 88,000. And it could go pretty quickly. We could be doing that by mid to late August right there. That'd be pretty spicy. Pretty spicy indeed. Ethereum, sitting here, not doing anything. Higher low so far, back at the roadmap line, just sitting there, not breaking through resistance, not breaking into support. Just being uninteresting. Hey, Kimberly, my favorite subscriber. $1. Remember, hang around to the end. I've got a fresh new trade for you. Hang around to the end. And if anything I say along the way is awesome, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like on the video. I appreciate it. And dollar looks like we may break down. So we already covered Apple, Amazon, Meta. If you missed them, just use the slider at the bottom down here to rewind the video back and check it out. Lily, I thought we might bounce if we get up through the 901 area. We're confirming that we're probably going to go up to 1,000, possibly higher, possibly 1,100. TMDX, nice little pop. Probably going to retrace. This looks like medical specialty stuff. So there's 4 things that don't follow my patterns, right? 1 being biotech, med specialties, anything the Food and Drug Administration of the United States is involved in. Sometimes it doesn't follow patterns. It just, does its own thing. A lot of that on drug announcements and rumors and stuff like that. Now, 2, low price stuff under $10. That's equities under $10. Doesn't count cryptos, doesn't count futures, anything like that. So it's low price stuff, equities. Number 3, leverage stuff. All right, that's pretty self-explanatory. Be like TSLL, be leverage stuff, or SPXL, leverage stuff. All right, 2x, 3x, whatever x, leverage stuff, doesn't follow patterns. Now, number 4, China stuff. Stuff that China belongs in China, like Baba, doesn't always follow patterns. Baidu, especially the smaller cap China stuff. They have a different sense of morality, and they play by different accounting rules, and there can just be shocking news like, hey, Luckin Coffee made up all their sales. And they've been reporting $200 million sales, and then they made them all up, and they get delisted, and they don't trade for 6 months. And you're sitting there holding options, hoping that they get relisted before your options expire. So China stuff is the 4th item on the list that may not follow patterns. I've lost plenty of my money to China stuff. It's on the hot stove list with Meta. And right there, Ferrari, just consolidating. That's probably going to do a bigger, deeper retrace at some point here. This looks like we might get one more pop out of this baby, and then we do a deeper retrace, possibly down here. APD. Wow. Nice. Air products. Welding stuff. Get a nice pop right up to, didn't even give you an entry, just popped right up there. There we go. CVNA. right there. Right to the resistance. Shack. Shake Shack. Getting a nice pop. Just clear the drawings. This high, this low. If we get the close in here today, probably going up to 116, 120 area right there. That's a new potential. That'll be a new potential tomorrow, not today. FNGU. Got close, didn't actually hit. This is leverage stuff. Be careful. Might go lower right there. But that could be at the bottom, and we go ripping off higher. The next high. 589. We got to get above this right here. 589, 615. SMCI. Sitting below the roadmap line. Watch for the bigger dump on that one. XPO. Oh, nice. Coming back after, look, fired off a potential entry back here a couple days ago. And the algo didn't pick it up yet as a potential. Dadgummit. That was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to scale the chart. Yeah, let's replace that fib line. This high right there. This low right here. Potential 135, 139. That's probably going to go to 135. Did report earnings. We're getting the pop. Sometimes this stuff works. And next up, APTV. Now, the question yesterday, right at the end, right before I wrapped up, was how do you make this list? JT, how do you make this list? And it's pretty straightforward, like where this list comes from. So in the links for stuff channel in Discord, I have right here in this links for stuff channel in Discord, pre-market movers right there. It's, you know, the links for stuff channel. It's right here, pre-market movers right there. Market chameleon, pre-market tab right there. If you click on that, you get a page like this. And when you click on it, it gives you the pre-market movers. And I go through and go in here and click this. And this isn't today's list. This is like a couple days ago. I go in here and click these, and everything moving up $2 or more goes on the list. Everything moving down $2 or more goes on the list. And that's how the list gets made. And then the bonus trades that I've been throwing out lately, those come off of a tool that I created that I've been working on. So APTV coming up to the resistance, possibly going lower. Now I load that list at just after 9 o'clock every morning, and there's no live update to it. So if something starts moving after 9 o'clock before I do this, or while I'm doing the show, I have no way to pick that up and put it on here. APTV probably showing, ANET, ANET showing that we're probably going to pop on up to 387. Get the daily close here. Signals were going on up right there. And this was a 4-hour setup, not a daily setup. Right there. 4-hour bounce right there. The statistics for a 4-hour bounce. Turn off deep. And only 66% of the time. So not the most reliable pattern. I mean, it's better than 50-50, but not as good as some of the stuff. EXAS busted through the 4-hour, finding resistance. Watch for the turn down. It's at resistance right there. If we drop, could come back down here. 30, 38, 36, 30 right there. All possible targets. Watch for the breakdown below this. It's the same pattern, upside down. We came down, instead of the other ones where we came up and we retraced to it from the top. This one, we came down and retraced to it from the bottom. This extension, breaking through the 618, can take us down to further targets. Same pattern, upside down. And it confuses some people, but it's the exact same pattern. Just gotta, and just to show it to you, let's flip it back. Watch this. Watch this magic of the chart. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, I gotta do it the other way. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? There we go. Look at this. I flipped the chart upside down. Be going up to here, which means the stock is going down. Or you could just do -1 times EX8S. Same deal. These prices, they're not negative, of course. They're just, we're upside down. Same deal. Break up through. Arrow. Break up through. Going up here. All right, like that. All right, everybody got it? Understand? So if you're having trouble seeing the bearish moves, just flip your chart upside down. You can do -1 times the ticker. This is going towards 0 as you go higher. So this is going up as we go lower. If you would buy this chart, for certain, you know, don't buy. Don't buy the stock. That means it's going towards 0. All right, moving on. CDNA. Bum, 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 bum. Potential to bounce up out of here. This is medical specialty stuff, so be careful. That was the bubble chart right there. Look at that. You've never seen the bubble chart before? Look right here. Psychology of a market cycle. This is psychology of a bubble market cycle. Basically, you get the irrational exuberance, euphoria. We're all going to be rich. You get some complacency. You get a little cool off period. You get some chop in here. And then you get the drop right down here. And anger and capitulation, stuff like that. So right here, guess what? That was like irrational exuberance, that consolidation, and we took it right back down. Can you do it again? Sure. But I don't know. That's not the kind of stuff I want to mess with. METU, there's a bullish meta right there. 2x leverage. And somebody said FBL. I saw that the other day after I wrapped up. So this one, possibly setting the stage to 33, 34. FBL, same situation. Bounced off the roadmap line. 32, 33 right there. NVDU. Now, potential that this bounces. Potential right here. Potential. We got to get above this consolidation to go higher. 158, 167. But this is, you know, that is leverage. So NVIDIA is the chart, and we did not hit the roadmap line. Did not. We did hit the 4-hour, though. We did it in a 3-wave move. It did extend to the 1272. This could be it for now. I actually did sell my NVDS shares. Sold those yesterday before the FOMC. Could be heading up to 146 up here on NVIDIA. That, don't ignore the structural, you know, price action right here. This could be tipping the odds that we're going higher. We fill that gap. We get above this level right in here. Get above that. Fill this gap right in here. Fill that gap. We fill it. Get above it. Probably coming right up here. Now, if we reject off of that, could be coming right on down to the daily roadmap line. So that's the stuff to watch right there. That level right in there, 125, 126, 127 area, possibly even up to 130. That's resistance on NVIDIA right now. Like this area right here. That little high even. Like could be, you know, it could pop up and retest that high even. Then we reject down and we can still go lower. That could be the first wave move of a bigger setup. So be careful. Getting too long on NVIDIA right now. Coin was popping. Now we're right back down, not doing anything. Looks like it really wants to reach down here. Looks like it does. GEV. GE Vernova. Just, there's not much to do with this chart since we don't have the roadmap line. It hasn't had enough candles to generate any of the stuff I look at. It's just consolidating too. Like, that's just a big sideways consolidation, not indicative of going higher or lower at the moment. Bulls potentially bouncing off the roadmap line, potentially going to go cruising higher. Just clear this up, remove all the drawings. This high, this low. We break back above this 171 area. Could be 210, 219, 245 up there. Max. What a nasty chart. Nasty chart right there. We break above here. We could go up to 27. It looks like it wants to go lower. Resistance right there at the 1618 and then gap down. Resistance there. If we turn down here, we can easily go lower. Reddit. Still chopping around here. Still expect this to go lower low. Do have a loose uptrend of lows here. Very loose. If we break below that, maybe the warning that we're going on down. So watch for that on Reddit. IPOs are not bullish. So 95% of IPOs usually result in, it's somewhere, I don't have an exact statistic, but it's around 95% of IPOs end up in a lower low, substantially lower than the IPO price. This could count, but I don't think that's it, because this move up so far, very corrective in nature, and I still expect us to do a bigger flush out on Reddit. Flutter Entertainment, still doing lower highs, still doing just nothing. I expected to do one more flush down here. BIIB has been finding resistance. Look at that, same pattern. Upside down, roadmap line, moved up, breaking down through the 618. Could mean down here to 180. Kellogg's, Kellanova. What I mean, Kellanova. Anyway, that high, that low. If we can get the daily close up here above 61, 64, 65 on the upside. Maybe we're doing a reversal. This looks like 3 waves up so far. This retrace, the 618 can result in a move lower pretty violently right here. Right back down in this zone, if not extending lower. LTH popping up. Lifetime Holdings. That high, that low. That's potentially resistance. 25, 29 above that. Roblox. Far enough a buy. Oh my gosh, what a nasty chart. Holy moly. Yeah, I wouldn't get involved in that right now. Nvidia already hit on. USD. Ultra. This is, when you see Ultra, that means leveraged. All right. This, in case you're new here, Ultra in an ETF means leveraged. Be careful. Extra danger. That could bounce 179 on the upside. Zeta Holdings. It's kind of doing a bubble situation. Be careful. How high can we go? We can keep going. It can go way on up here. Doing the irrational thing, but when it's over, it's over. 26, 38, 43 possible targets on the upside. When it's over, it's going to be over, though. Stuff that was declining, LRCX, continues to be on the decliner list. Still expecting that to drop on down. mRNA. Back below the roadmap line. I still expect that to go on down here. 51. ASML. Still expecting that to get a bigger retrace, potentially. And watch out for the break above. If we break down below these lows, we're probably coming down in here. ARM. Roadmap line test coming up, coming in hot. We get below it. Back down here. This was an IPO. Remember, IPO is not necessarily bullish. Watch out for that to go back down, make a low lower than the IPO price. You know, this could have been it, but unlikely. This is not bullish price action up into this high. It looks more like the bubble type stuff. Watch for the lower low. WSCC. Just sideways choppy. Nothing to really predict there. TM, Toyota Motors. Well, what goes up can come right back down. Does the bubble pattern have to happen on big name stuff? No. Does it have to happen on little name stuff? No. It can happen on Toyota Motors, like right up there. And coming back down for a dose of reality. Right at the target. I mean, look at that. Dang, sometimes I get lucky. Now, if we bounce here, that can be a setup for going much higher. Do not want to see it break down further from here. Want to see it hold, gap fill. I'm actually going to set an alert and put in some information for me. Ah, wrong button. That was not what I meant to do. Come on, come on. Edit. Put an F in there some reason. There we go. There we go. Watch for breakout if we gap fill. ACLS. I'm doing this as much for me as I am for you. And remove the drawings. I have a big target down here. That low, that high. Extension right in the target zone. Watch for that to happen. This first move down, retrace. Second move down. First move down, retrace. Just like the S&P. We're in the danger zone. We got to the danger zone. We've now broken below the roadmap line. This can push down 55, even down here, 26. Oof. HSY, Hershey's, still chopping around, trying to make a bottom here. Consumer, not nearly as strong as they were. Chocolate being ridiculous. Cocoa. Crap. Trying to remember the cocoa future's name. CC. I can't remember that. Load. There we go. This right here. Look at that. This is not, that's a bubble chart, right? Everybody see it? I don't care what the news is. The news doesn't matter. This is coming back down. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Maybe take into next year. Cocoa's coming back down. It's played out. That move is done. Now, could it go higher? Sure, but just be careful, all right? Like these chart patterns show up all the time. You just got to be smart enough to see it, to zoom out the chart a little bit, look at it, and see it. Everybody was going to be rich on cocoa. Just need to chill off. We're going to go higher again. I mean, look, it's classic human behavior. Classic. We say the same things. You hear it. You heard people talking about it in AI trades, right? We're all going to be rich. Everybody just needs to buy some. I got to tell everybody to buy. You know, we got to get fully invested. Everybody got to get in. You know, just need to cool off a little bit when we get the next rally. You know, oh man, this dip's taking longer than I expected. It's just gonna launch off next. You know, it's gonna go higher, right? Why isn't it going higher? And then we just need. They're gonna come back. We're gonna, you know, you hear people say this stuff. Maybe you say it to yourself. It's gonna come back. I just need to double down. All right. Remember, it's not being wrong that costs you money. Like, get in here, you're wrong. That doesn't cost you money. Staying wrong and doubling down, and then staying wrong and doubling down, that's where it costs you big money. All right? Big money right there. by staying wrong and riding this all the way to the bottom. Don't stay wrong. Don't stay wrong in AI trades. Don't stay wrong. When the market proves you wrong, watch out, all right? Don't get caught in a bubble pattern. These are very common. Cocoa right there, bubble pattern. Probably going to break down. Probably gonna come back down. I mean, look. Are you kidding me? What's the long-term price of cocoa? It's probably coming back down. All right, just Hershey's and all the other chocolate people, Nestle's and whatever, they gotta survive this, but it'll come back down. Wayfair never has what I need. Potential to break down and go lower. ETN. Dun, dun, dun. Eaton Corporation. Electric products sitting on the roadmap line. Now, if we bounce here, and I thought we'd get here sooner, took us a little longer. Time is the hardest part of this. We break back above the 618 here, 352, 360 on the upside. If we break down here, that one could do a serious retrace. Next support to be back down here around 200. So $100 off, 33%. Crocs getting below the roadmap line. Watch for the deeper retrace. It's starting to look a little sketchy here. That was 3 waves up to a lower high. That's that move down, that move up. Next move down could take us down to, you have to put that on a log scale. Goes negative. Could take us down to 30. 40, 30 to 40 area. HES is being stupid. That's lower highs. Probably going to break down. CI. That can go lower very, very easily. Turn down at that high. This first move down, retrace, extension. And that's the same things I was talking about on the S&P to start out with. This can result in a lower move right around this 300 area right here on Cigna. Right there. WDC. Hey, Andy. Good morning. WDC under the roadmap line. Watch out for a deeper retrace. This has been a long-term bearish pattern. If we break back down in here, watch for the return back down to the low 20s. ALB. Potential for this to find a bottom. Didn't quite hit my target. Got through this one. Hit the 1618, found support. That can turn and burn. Watch for it to get back above the roadmap line at this point. And I'm actually interested in this one. I've been watching this one for several months. Gosh, since all the way back over here. Almost a year now, I guess. I've been talking about this one. Has potential to turn, but not there yet. AMAT at the roadmap line. If we can break back above the 618 up here at 232, looking for 265 on the upside. APO. Roadmap line support. Looks played out. CTVA. Just chopping sideways. Nothing high probability at the moment. That might actually go lower. BNTX might actually go lower. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Could find support here, but it could break down and go even lower. QCOM. Sitting on the roadmap line. If we don't hold this, probably going deeper. How much deeper? Let's draw it. That low, that high. This zone right down here. CFLT. Confluent. That low, that high. Support zone where we are. If we don't hold it, we can go lower down to 12 or 13. SAP is the wrong chart. We need the New York version, not the Germany version. That looking played out. We may come back to the roadmap line. TS pushing lower. Ooh, baby. Let's. Wow. So this could be played out for now. Watch for a bigger retrace back down in this area. That pattern looks like it's completing, and watch out for a retrace back down to this 15 area. Could hold 19. KOLD. Ultra short natural gas. That means it's inverse, which means when no natural gas goes down, this goes up, and it's ultra, so it's leveraged. And it's just sitting here, not able to break through this resistance here. If it's going to, targets up here 101, 110, but it may come back to the roadmap line. And that means that natural gas, NG1 exclamation point, would be rallying. And it's just churning right here at support. Breaks back above here. That's going higher. Target up here, $4, but that means cold would drop since it's an inverse and leverage right there if natural gas pops. MBLY. Oh. Look at that. Golly. That's why you gotta be careful. Wow. They can go to zero. Nothing good from that one so far. HSBC. Nice pop. Didn't hit the roadmap line. Next target up, 46. EWJ, Japan index. Wow, that's some volatility. It's up here. Now we're down here. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. 73 on the upside. That's just choppy stuff at this point. ETSY, probably going lower. Etsy, target down here. Well, here and here. ATC. Watch out when they drop. That one, lower high. Boom, right in the target zone. Could find support here at 6. Doesn't have to. It can keep on going down. TDOC. Teladoc. Look at that. FDA stuff. That's a dumpster fire of a chart. $8. Might even be going lower. Could find support here, but I wouldn't bet on it. And the chart right here. Dun, 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 dun. Check this out. There's a small opportunity here. Not a big high probability, but this is right here. This high, this low. Popping up right here. Potential to get up to 118, possibly 120. It doesn't even need to break through this resistance or anything to get to those targets. Just get right up there. That's potential bonus trade right there on Dash. Smaller time frame. Or a smaller move inside the bigger move right there on Dash. Set up right there. That was above the roadmap line. That's below the roadmap line. Set it up for a move up to 118 right there. Pretty beautiful right there. Let me know if you like that trade, like that opportunity. It's a high probability opportunity. How high probability? Well, let's just load it up and talk about it really quickly. I have it in Discord. Grab the link right here. Open. It's not like the best, all right? But right there. Had one trade since 2020. 100% of the time it worked. There's the high. There's the low. There's the target, 118. 118.06 right there. There you go. All right, buys for the day. I'm very cautious. We may reject that zone right there. We may reject that 618 and go lower. Look at that. Tagged it. Tagged it. Watch out for the move lower. Be careful out there. That if we don't get up through that, that can definitely take us down. So watch for support right here around 55.40 on ES. That support zone right here around 5,500 on SPX. If we start getting below that, we're going to probably go make a lower low. All right. Hate to break it to you. Probably. We're doing the dangerous thing that I mentioned yesterday that I was very, very cautious about. We're doing it right now, so be careful. In the market, we may be about to confirm we're going lower. So be safe out there. Be careful. I'll see you again tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell with the notifications. Give me a like if anything I said was beneficial, helpful. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.